Hello, my name is Deanna, and I am a homeschooling, homesteading mom of four who also started a small business of handmade goods and personalized embroidery. About 4 years ago, my husband and I moved to a fixer-upper in the country, and we have been knee-deep in projects ever since. Follow along as I navigate motherhood, keeping a small homestead, starting a small business, and homeschooling. The animals are fed and taken care of. They look good. I'm gonna go get a bag and do some blueberry picking. It's a beautiful day for it because it's nice and overcast. You wanna pick blueberries too?
Yeah.
All right, I got a helper. We'll do that today. Okay, let's just do a quick update of where we're at, what I worked on this past week that I didn't film, and what I'm working on now. So first, I needed a small project that would be a big win for me just to get started, get going. There's some markets coming up at the end of the year that I want to be a part of. I've never done a market yet, but I think it would be good for me. So I did these Bible verse charms. I think I'm not going to focus. They have just scrap pieces of fabric on the back. So I did a bunch of these. I need to do a bunch more. They were a lot of fun to do. Just quick, easy, simple, and cute. That's why I did them. I love them. So I have a bag of those. I'm waiting for the little metal keyring parts to come in. They're lost in Amazon somewhere. It's been a couple weeks. So I worked on those, and I'm going to make more of them at some point. But for now, it was just a small win that I needed to get started. Another thing I started to do is I have a bin of blanks. They're mostly children's blanks, just shirts and rompers, bubble rompers, a few adult shirts, comfort colors, some sweaters. So what I'm doing is, instead of them sitting here and not doing anything, I'm going to do my best each week to get a couple samples out of ready to ship items so that people can see what I can provide for them, what's available, and that way they have the opportunity to sell. So here's a simple sample of one I did. I said it's ready to ship, and that this design can also be put on any other blank that people want to choose from off of my website. So these are the types of things I'm also doing the next few weeks to try to get my business out there, to keep posting, to keep showing up. I'm also trying to use, when it comes to the market side of things, to sell stuff at a market, I really want to use my stash as much as possible right now to get started. I had a fat quarter bundle of fabric called Garden Therapy. And so I decided with that bundle, I'm going to make the boxy bags. Some people call them makeup bags. Some people call them everyday totes. not totes, just boxy bags. So I've started working on those. I was up last night quilting them. I had to get more batting, so I just ran to the store, got more batting so I can continue quilting the rest that I have. Now this is just a small dent of, I think, what I would need at a market, but it's a start. And for me, with everything else going on, I need to do small batches to keep my momentum going, and then I'll keep adding to them. So let me show you this fabric. It's really cute. So I did do a sample boxy bag because I have not made them before. This is the idea of what they're going to look like. I love the antique brass color. That's what all my zippers are going to be, all of my bag hardware, even the keychains, they're all going to be this brass look because I think it looks antique-y and I love it. This bag is not perfect, so it's going to be for me. The handle's not big enough and I didn't make it in center. So the good thing about them, though, I will say, is that they work great for diapers and wipes as well, because I was headed to church. I could not find my baby's diaper bag, so I just threw the wipes and diapers and extra clothes in here, and it was perfect. So just a really easy grab and go bag. This is the large size. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get into different sizes. I see a lot of value in the large size because it can hold a lot of things. So that's my first go. Like I said, I'm going to keep this one. It was just a sample. And I also want to fix my tag placement. I'm not sure if I love it there, but I definitely want my tag on it somewhere. So let's get to quilting the rest of these boxy bags so that I can continue working on them and finish them up. how cute these boxy bags are turning out. Look at how beautiful. I did decide to keep my tag right here. I couldn't find a better spot. I'll show you another option I had. But here's the inside. The inside has all this striped linen fabric. That'll be consistent through all of them. I just wanted to show you. So beautiful. Here's another one. Look how beautiful that print is with the accent fabric. I love it. This is another one I did, but it's the small size because I messed up on cutting it. But I also played around with putting my label on the back of it. I don't want my label smack dab in the middle because I think for me as a customer, I think I would be turned off by that. So I just wanted to, I decided on the bigger ones that I'm going to sell. I'm going to just keep them on the back like this. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to embroider this one as a sample so that people can see it personalized. And that way they know that they can have the option to have the other ones personalized as well. But they turned out so beautiful. Let me finish the rest and I'll show them to you. Okay, let me show you all the bags we made together. I'm not going to name them because that'll be too much for me to keep up with. But after you see this, they will all be available on the website. These are the Garden Therapy Boxy bags. They're all large size. And they all have this antique brass zipper with the striped linen inside. And it's all quilted and so cute. The handles do have webbing inside, so they're nice and stiff. There's number one. Then we have this one. It has moths with the green leaf trim and accent. Here's the moths. Hopefully it will focus for you. Here's more of a creamy white one. This one's beautiful. I love this one. Floral with orange. There's little stars on that fabric. This one's more of a salmony, light salmony pink color with flowers and a green polka dot. This is beautiful too. This is a pink and white and orange, really soft, floral. This one's green with pinks, oranges, darker greens. This is a light green with green and like a rusty orange in there. This one is white with some leaves and a green accent. And finally, we have this one. It is kind of a pinky salmony color. All right, so like I said, these are great. I use them for diaper bags. You could use them for makeup. You could use them on the go. Anything you want to toss in there, some extra kids' clothes. They're just a great grab and go bag. So like I said, these will all be on the website. I will have the option to personalize them with embroidery if you'd like. And I would recommend doing thread in the accent, whatever accent colors on each of them. I think that would look really nice. Let me help my baby 1 second. So I'm so excited to have these done. It was a small batch, but a big win for me. I needed to get going, get some momentum, have something to show for all the work. They took me a while, but it's my first go, and I'm gonna make some more with some more fabric that I have. I just finished a customer's order. She gave me 2 baby blankets and a baby sleeper to embroider the baby's name and monogram on. I let her know that it didn't come out exactly as we had hoped. And that is because the fabric was very stretchy. very thin and very stretchy. Great for baby, super soft and practical for wrapping baby up. But when it comes to stitching on the embroidery machine, the stitches are just too heavy. The blanket stretches, but the stitches don't. So it's very pulled, it's very wrinkly. What I did was I let her know that. She was very understanding. I told her that I did order a cute little footy onesie, a newborn size, and a ruffle blanket to match it. When those come in, I'm going to embroider them for her because I know how important it is for her to have those names when the baby arrives. So I'm going to do that for her. And I also worked, excuse me, I also did this for her. I mentioned before that I had a basket of blanks that I would like to just embroider, do something with, design so that people can see options and they can see what I can do to help get my name out there. So this is just one of those. I'm utilizing the blank I already had and a monogram that I have not shown yet that I want to show. So I'm just going to do it to help advertise for myself, but also to gift to her because I know she would appreciate it and love it. So sometimes things don't go as planned, and with a small business, all you can do is be honest with people, tell them what happened, and try to fix it. So it turned out really cute. A little bright. Isn't that sweet? So I'll gift that to her. I'm going to put the soft material back here. You got to iron it on so it doesn't itch the baby, and then I will add it to her stuff. All right, the blanks that I ordered came in. These are for the customer that I did her items for her, but the material is so stretchy that it didn't work out so great. So I have been wanting to offer newborn items for embroidery on my site. So this was a great opportunity to gift them to her so that she has items that are beautifully embroidered, but also that I can show for samples. So I ordered the ruffle footy onesie. Look how sweet that is. I love it so much. Now, obviously, this is for girls because it's ruffly. There is a boy option, same exact thing, but without the ruffles. They do come in different colors. I chose the pink, and I'm going to embroider her name in white. And then the ruffle blanket, let's see. I'm going to embroider this with her monogram in pink to match. So that's going to be really pretty. A nice little set together. So let me get those on the hoop, get them going. I'm going to use the same font that she chose that she liked, and then the same monogram. I did do a little bit different with the monogram. I added a bow on top. She has not seen it with the bow, but I think it'll be really cute and sweet. So nice little touch. So I'm going to get those on the hoop and let's finish up. Woke up and I can't put him down or he'll cry. So we're gonna try to do this with one hand. But last night I was able to finish up the footy onesie and it turned out so cute. Look how sweet. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I used the font the client chose and it's pink. These are button down. They have the little hand covers. They're footy. Such good quality. I think she's gonna love it. And then I also did that with the ruffle blanket. And I did the monogram and I added a bow on top. Both the pink so that they match the onesie. So I'll get those listed. People can monogram them. They can personalize them with their child's name, whatever they'd like. And then last, I was able to do a sample embroider of our little boxy bags. Now this is the size small and I'm only offering the large right now. I just messed up on this one, so I'm gonna gift it. But it was a good way to show a sample of it monogrammed or personalized. Again, it can be the monogram or name or whatever people would like. But I chose matching thread to match the accent color. And that's so cute. So I'm going to work on getting all these bags listed on my site. List the onesie and the blanket, and I think that that's it for this video. So thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Bye.